All right, picture this. You've got the degree, the dream job, the fancy title, the money. You're crushing it, right?
Oh, absolutely. A total rock star in every single way.
Exactly. And then, boom, somewhere around 35, you realize there was one subject not on the syllabus: how to pick a life partner, or, how to actually be one.
Oh, that's so true. We ace everything else, but nobody gives you a manual for that. It's like, congrats on your career. Now figure out eternal happiness with zero training.
Right? And the tough part is, being excellent at all that first list stuff can actually hide this huge gap. You just assume this too will yield to effort and good intentions.
Okay, but here's the thing. What is readiness then? Because it's not just an age or a bank balance, is it?
Nope. It's a skill set, Priya. Totally learnable, but you gotta know they exist. Things like self-awareness, knowing your patterns under stress.
Oh, that's a big one. Knowing how you react when you're tired or, gasp, wrong.
Then there's values clarity, honestly knowing what you want your life built around, and communication, saying what you need out loud.
No mind reading aloud, people. And emotional maturity, sitting with hard feelings instead of needing someone else to fix them.
Yeah, and independence, being a whole person on your own, so marriage is a choice, not a rescue mission.
It's wild. None of that's on a resume. You can top every exam you ever sat and still walk into your wedding without a single one of those skills.
Which brings us to those sneaky doubts. You know, that flicker of uh-oh right before the big day?
The ones you can't quite name because no one gave you the vocabulary. I bet so many people have felt that.
And then two big misconceptions kick in. First, marriage is for life, so whatever doesn't fit now will just get smaller later.
Oh, that's a dangerous one. Differences rarely shrink, they just wait.
Exactly. And the second, it would be unkind to say no now. Families are involved, the date's fixed.
You don't want to hurt anyone, so you swallow it. But that often leads to a much bigger hurt later for both people.
This needs to be said plainly. The courage to pause is kindness, not cruelty. A postponed wedding is a much smaller wound than a marriage entered without conviction.
Such an important point. And it challenges that urge to find a villain when things go wrong, doesn't it?
Totally. We love a hero and villain story, but often it's just two ordinary people rushed together before either was ready to choose well.
Yeah, like compressed timelines. Everyone's on their best behavior, and no one's really equipped to read the actual predictors of a good life together.
How someone handles conflict, what they do when they're disappointed, whether values truly align. These aren't things you see on a first date.
So often, it's not wrong people, it's rushed people. And holding that view isn't weakness. It's the only way to move forward without carrying all the blame.
Precisely. Which brings us to anyone out there starting over, because a marriage ending isn't a verdict on your worth.
It's information. Painful, expensive, exhausting information, yes, but information you didn't have the first time.
And that's actually a huge advantage. You know what a mismatch feels like early. You know which doubts you talked yourself out of.
You know in your gut the difference between this is unfamiliar and this is wrong. That hard-won knowledge makes you a better chooser.
So choosing again slowly isn't being scared. It's being awake. Do the self-work first. Take the time. Watch them in ordinary friction.
Meet their friends. See how they're treated. And Argent, say your deal breakers out loud, early, before affection clouds everything.
Boom. And for those choosing for the first time, you get to learn all this the easy way. No divorce required.
Build that readiness before the date's fixed. Notice those doubts while there's still room to act.
Exactly. There's no school for this stuff, but you can definitely get prepared.
Whether it's your first time or your second, lean into that knowledge. It's all about going in hopeful and clear-eyed.
And that, my friends, is the only combination that truly lasts.